like the next day, if maybe the superintendent could have written up a message that all the homeroom teachers could have read to explain to the students the threat from the day before. Because even my son, my niece, and close friends of mine, and I heard from many of them, and they were very scared, and they said they didn't know anything, and they were really surprised, and why didn't they know, and so after talking with some parents, I was thinking of more of having an auditorium discussion, but then rather than having all the students go to the auditorium, if the superintendent sent a message out to all the homeroom teachers, and at the same time, 5 minutes in the morning, that same message could be read to explain that you're all very important. Your safety was our priority, and it was a level 1 threat, and I think it was really confusing for the students. And my son still is asking me questions that I don't have answers to. So I was excited to come to the meeting and find out some answers. That was just a suggestion.
So one of the things that we highlighted in my opening remarks was the last of 6 stages, which is reassessment. So a situation has taken place. We've responded. We've intervened. We didn't have to do any treatment because effectually no one was actually damaged at that point in time. But we then go into some form of reassessment of whether all the things we did could be improved on. And one of the things that we concluded, because we met on Thursday, was it Thursday? No, we met Tuesday. I'm sorry, mixed up. A lot of snow days get lost. We met on Tuesday in administrative meetings, and I talked to the administrators, and we went over all this thing, and I said to them about communication. I said, what would you have me do differently? How do you think it should play out the next time something like this happens? And one of the things is earlier communication to the parents in the afternoon once the threat is stabilized, and also some form of communication to the students. So you can be sure that that will be part of our protocol going forward. This was such a low-level threat in our mind, we probably could have done a little bit more. And so we will do that as part of our reassessment process and make sure that if something like this were to happen again, we would add a dimension that we didn't have in this particular time.